Hey, happy Wednesday. It's hump day. So, what advice do I have today? I have not done a 2-minute tip in a long while, and I am thinking that today's 2-minute tip should be something that's from the Tao, and that should be Tao, Tao. That's a way of Zen thinking and being one, and I have barking dogs, and I don't know why. But to flow like water, take the path of least resistance with everything. I know for myself lately, I have certainly had to do that. I am in the throes of closing the doors to my retail store in Westfield. For those that are wondering, it's a matter of we have new owners of the building, and I do not own the building. We negotiated back and forth for a while on terms of a new lease agreement. And I just could not accept the terms of the lease agreement as they were. And I chose to not sign a new lease with the new owners. But we have been looking for places to relocate the Galleria. And in the midst of this, doctor's appointments, I've had to change. My last procedure related to my breast cancer is May 2nd. I have to postpone that because I can't lift over 10 pounds for like several weeks, 30 days, something like that. So I'm a little sad about that. And then other doctor's appointments. And I've been doing really well rather than, freaking out about this, being like, oh my gosh, we got to do this now. We got to do this now. And feeling all crazy and feeling all sad. I'm going with the flow and seeing where things end up, how they turn out. What opportunities arise. I've already had offers and different things, been looking at different spaces for retail to move the retail store. And if this would have been a year ago, I would have been a crazy woman. If it would have been 2 years ago, I would have been an extra crazy woman. But for some reason, I have this really calmness in me. And this calm is by all means allowing me to travel more smoothly through this change and transition. Do I like it? No. Do I like the change? No. Do I feel like I'm letting my community down? Yes. But when it boils down to it, I'm responsible for what is the best decision financially for the business. The best decision looking forward to future forecasting of the business and plans, and also as well as community development. I had 3 things on my checklist that I needed to meet to continue moving forward, and I just did not feel that those were being met. So if anybody's wondering, I know that I've heard a lot and I've had a lot of people ask me. So there's the news. As they say today, here's the tea. So that's the tea. But most importantly, and I'm way over 2 minutes now, but my 2-minute tip is to just pull back and relax. Start to go with the flow of things, push forward with them. Still do activity. You can't just sit back and just expect life to magically perform for you. But to really be more of a mindful observer. And that's what this pilot program that I did through the UW, which was for patients, cancer patients in recovery and their caregivers. It was the first ever pilot of this type of program in the nation. So that is super cool. But between the mindfulness practice and then as well as many of you know, and I talk openly about it on the Sheena Strong page, as I've been in really heavy trauma therapy for complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And the combination of these two is really, truly helping me navigate these next changes in life. And wow, it's when I stepped back, instead of being like, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? And freaking out and freaking out and freaking out, I just stepped back and I said a little prayer. I asked the universe to rise up and meet me and put the right people in my path, the right opportunities. I asked for clear guidance, clear signs, and I just took a lesson from the Tao and just decided I was going to flow like water. Do the efforts for God to bless, do the efforts, and then let the rest just fall into place. So things are seeming to fall into place. But that's what's going on here. So I haven't done a video in a while or a 2-minute tip, and I just want to remind you just to flow like water. Let it all work out. Oh, and another thing, guess what? We reached the goal. Yay. Finally, after almost 4 years of fundraising, we raised $13,000 towards my cancer journey. Granted, I would have loved to have raised that all within the first 6 months of the journey. It would have really made a huge difference, but I kept persistently pursuing it, and it has helped me meet essential needs, things that because of not being able to work like I could, I'm so grateful. So thank you to everybody that gave kindly of your money, that gave of your time, and I know some of you have reached out and are like, I'm sorry I couldn't give. Don't be sorry. You know what you did? You cheerleaded me on. Words of encouragement all meant so much too, and it does. So you don't always need to spend money to make somebody happy or to help them. Sometimes it's just saying those prayers for them, keeping them in your thoughts, sending out a hey, thinking about you today. And then I posted that article yesterday from The Mighty. A friend of mine had posted that, who is also a person with a long-term chronic illness. And I'm going to repost that below here because I think that that's really important. It may help some of you understand me a little bit better. I'm a really different person than I was before the cancer, and I'm even a really different person than I was before I had the star enclosure clip fail in my leg in 2015, and I developed chronic pain. So that's really important. But after all these years, I've always been wanting to get back to be that person I once was. I mean, number one, I'm almost a decade older than when I had my first major health issue. But two, illnesses happen, things happen, and we're never going to be the people we once were. So we have to learn to work with those new limitations and new ways of being and new ways of thinking. And once we have this, what we learned from the mindfulness group, this radical acceptance of things, a radical acceptance, like you just accept it. This is the way it is. Then it's all good. So I'm starting to practice radical acceptance. I'm starting to practice going with the flow, and that makes me happy. And it seems like everything is falling into place, because what transpired in the last couple of weeks, if this would have been a year ago, I would have been freaking out, man. But guess what? I'm not. Okay, maybe a little bit on the inside. But overall, when I grab my wits about me, what's the evidence? What's the real evidence? What's feelings, emotions, and not true thoughts? And what's the actual radical truth? That all makes a really big difference. So I don't know if I offered any nuggets of wisdom in this talk, but I just wanted to come on here and show my face and share a little bit about what was going on. So, all right, Sheena Collins here. Oh, hey, you can subscribe to my page now and you'll like it. I have some fun things going on there. So for the subscribers. So it's a totally different format and look than you're used to with my regular posts. So subscribe. You can subscribe one time. You can cancel anytime. Hit that subscribe button. See where we go. We're going to have some fun with the subscriptions. Okay. Take care, everybody. Last day the store will be open is May 29th. And until then, we're just busy, 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 just selling and packing and all that good stuff. Okay, my friends. Mwah. Peace and love. Have a great afternoon. Be good to yourselves. Radical acceptance. Flow like water. Put in the effort for the universe to bless, and keep the positive thoughts at the forefront. And remember, when doors close, it is making way for other doors to open. And I have certainly experienced that lately. Okay. Bye, friends.